Hi everyone, this is Liz Bothwell from Waste360 Sustainability Talks, and I have the pleasure of being with Jonathan North, who is Vice President of Sustainability and Core Solutions at Rehrig Pacific. Hi Jonathan, and welcome.
Hi Liz, thanks very much. It's my pleasure to be here today.
So Jonathan, I know sustainability is all the rage, but this is certainly not new to you. You have quite the career. Could you talk about your background in sustainability?
Yes, thanks. I'm 30 years deep into a career. I started working for a company called CHEP, more or less straight out of college, albeit I was not in a sustainability role at that time because this was before sustainability, I think, and circular economy even were parts of our vocabulary. But that company I joined called CHEP was very much involved in circular economy through the sharing and reuse of assets across the customers that they served. After 14 years with them, I joined IKEA, who are really well known for their leading sustainability work. And during the end of my time at IKEA, I led sustainability for their franchising network, where I particularly focused on the stores that they operated in the Middle East and Southeast Asia. So I have a broad base of experience across CPG supply chains and sustainability, which I think has put me in a good position now with this brand new role at Rehrig Pacific, where I'm leading sustainability with our customers on both sides of our business, where we supply products and services to supply chain customers and also to our environmental partners.
That's great. And it's nice to see Rehrig really putting an emphasis on sustainability with your role. Now tell me, how do you think that experience with CPG has helped and will help going forward?
Yeah, I think for me, the CPG experience has really opened my eyes to, and as I said, I've worked with both manufacturers and retailers, and most recently all the way down to an emerging number of last mile solutions. So I think it's the total experience from the end, from one end of the supply chain to the other, and understanding and acknowledging how important it is to get products moved through those supply chains as seamlessly, as efficiently as possible, I should say. That's given me a mindset where I ask a lot of questions, trying to uncover where customers' pain points might be, where the challenges are in moving products. And obviously in the last year, and I hate to say unprecedented because it's the most overused word, but I think what we've seen over the last year is just how fragile some of these supply chains are. We're seeing it again at the moment in certain commodities. And I think understanding how products and services move through the supply chain and how Rehrig Pacific can satisfy and solve customers' problems in these areas is a critical opportunity for us.
Definitely, and I think being transparent about supply chains, and you nailed that. And Rehrig really has an interesting sustainability story to tell. I didn't even realize all the places where you were and really the focus on the circular economy. So can you talk about what you hope the industry will see coming out of Rehrig in the next years or so?
Yeah, great question. I think what they will, what we hope they will see is that we are a natural collaborative partner, that we've moved from the sort of the historical transactional relationship customer vendor, which I think is just an old way of working, that we can lend support to our customers. We can help them solve problems. We can help identify those problems. And that we can in some way now, with the inherent benefits that go along with long-lasting, durable products, that we can in some way articulate benefits beyond the traditional economic benefit, but now we can bring out and identify environmental advantage and environmental opportunity that our products and services realize for our customers. And then also find a way to communicate those in a way that they contribute to our customers' sustainability goals. And none of that will be possible unless we're a willing and collaborative partner, and our customers also open up themselves to collaborate with us.
Definitely. And I know that you are working with some interesting materials, and I didn't realize this was part of your business. A lot of the hard to use, hard to recycle items you are actually reusing. Could you talk about those materials and examples of how you put those to use?
Yeah, and even actually before I talk about that, just to state that, the vast majority of our products today, whether they're environmental products or supply chain products, they're manufactured from polyethylene and polypropylene. And at the very least, what we do now is we offer our customers the opportunity at the end of the life of those products to return them to us. We offer a material credit offset against a future purchase, and then we incorporate that recycled material back into new products. So that really is the starting point for us. But beyond that, we want to partner with, what we have now partnered with many customers and other parties to identify other sources of raw material, future raw material that have also come from recycled waste streams. And in a couple of areas of note, it's worth to say we've done some work around what we call bulky rigid plastic. These are typically more difficult to recycle, high density polyethylene products that are larger. They require particular processes and techniques to grind them up and recycle them. We've done some limited work with flexible packaging. We've done some work on ocean bound materials. That's material that's collected close to the shoreline in areas where there is inadequate collection and recovering and recycling infrastructure. And we've incorporated these materials into our own using a couple of techniques, one where we compound that material in and it becomes then a homogenized blend, where we also use virgin material to make sure we maintain the adequate material property values to make sure our products don't compromise their performance in the field. And then secondly, and I think particularly interesting and important to me, is a proprietary co-injection process that we've developed over the last few years, where we're able to inject a core of recycled material in the middle of a product and then surround it with a virgin skin, let's say, that can be colored to customers' preference, where we produce a very sustainable solution with up to 40% recycled content, yet we're able to maintain color and brand integrity for the customer. So you could argue we have a super sustainable product that's also equally beautiful.
I love that. That has so many legs. And I've seen it used in your carts, right? Aren't you able to really custom those?
Yeah, we just recently rolled out a number of rollout carts in the city of Boston, where we were able to do just that. We were able to incorporate relatively high amounts of recycled material in the middle of the container, but still present a beautiful container to the city that would otherwise not look any more or less sustainable than anything else.
That's fantastic. And then I also see you work with pesky films. I mean, that just has been a thorn in the side of our industry for so long, and you all have found a way to reuse that. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, this one unfortunately is a bit more challenging, and also it's challenging in terms of technical performance and the detail. The devil is in the details. It's flexible by nature. Many of our products end up in quite demanding applications where strength and stiffness and durability is really very, very important. However, we've been able to introduce relatively low levels for the moment of these flexible materials into certain of our products. And we strive to do more. We want to increase our use of recycled material and where possible, reduce our dependency on virgin material. But in any material that comes our way, whether it comes by way of a customer on the supply chain side or whether it comes from our environmental partners or elsewhere for that matter, the starting point for us has to be the structural integrity and the performance of the product. We don't want to put a quote unquote more sustainable product in the marketplace that underperforms and doesn't last as long, because then we're actually defeating the purpose of the ambition. So we have tremendous technical capability in our facility, in our manufacturing facility in Kansas City. We have a whole materials testing and a materials science lab. And the starting point for any of these materials, whether it's flexible packaging, whether it's ocean plastic, whether we compound it or we co-inject it, we do comprehensive materials testing first to get some assurance that the properties are within the parameters that we expect in the finished product. And once we can satisfy those criteria, we can then produce full-size parts and again test those to make sure that we're putting something into the marketplace that is at least as good as its virgin counterpart.
Amazing. I really want to tour one of your facilities someday and check all of this out.
We have 7 to choose from.
All right, we are going to make one work. And then I know you know this probably better than any of us, but sustainability goals, ESG goals are on everyone's mind lately. Are you finding that your customers are more interested now in looking for solutions to support their goals there?
Definitely. Absolutely. I think we see far more similarity when we look across our customers. We see more similarities than differences in the goals they aspire to achieve, whether they're manufacturers, whether they're distributors, whether they're environmental or waste management companies. Far more similarities in what it is they want to do and why they want to do those things. We also, though, see tremendous similarity now in how most of our large customers are approaching these goals. So the how they're going to achieve these. The buzzword throughout all of this is collaboration. So it's a tremendous opportunity to partner with our customers and try and co-create solutions together, enabling positive movement towards our customer sustainability goals.
I also saw that you worked with the Recycling Partnership to roll out a new initiative as well. And I think that's so important. Like you said, collaboration is key. So working with organizations like that will just amplify the message and encourage more to do the same.
Yeah, it's a very good point. I mean, so far I've really only talked about collaborating with customers, but there are certainly some really powerful industry level associations that we can partner with, where we can really hopefully through our example, through the work we're doing, we can inspire others, we can support others. Of course, we can learn equally from others and drive a systemic movement, because it's the type of broad approach that we all need to take to tackle problems like waste, like emissions, climate change. We can all do our own thing, of course, and we should do that. But the more we come together and land on common purpose, the more magnitude and the more scalability and the faster we can drive innovation together.
Definitely. And I know we are looking forward to seeing you at WasteExpo, and it's just around the corner. But Rehrig is doing something very cool that I don't think we've ever had there. You're doing a roadshow experience. Could you talk more about that?
Yeah, this is really exciting, actually. We have in Dallas, we have a facility called the Rehrig Innovation Showcase Experience, or RISE for short, which is a phenomenal showcase for the breadth and depth of the products and the services that we're able to offer our customer. We start with our core solution of plastic products, pallets, crates, containers, rollout carts. We talk about the materials that we use to manufacture them. And of course, as I've mentioned, as we steer more and more towards recycled material, we're able to showcase how we're doing that. But beyond that, the core product, we also have now an emerging range of solutions that are mechanical in nature that help move our products through the supply chain. And then the third dimension is a series of technical solutions that enable a lot of data collection and tracking and tracing throughout the supply chain. And this is all under one roof in Dallas, Texas. But as we've learned over the last year, not everybody's going to be willing to travel to the same extent. So what we've done is we've packaged a mini version of the RISE into a tractor trailer, and we will hit the road very soon. In fact, the mobile RISE center, which again will showcase those plastic products, our mechanical solutions and our technical solutions, we will debut that at WasteExpo. And I would encourage, we not only will we have a physical presence on the convention floor, but we would welcome as many people as possible to come out and see our additional capabilities that the Mobile RISE Center will be able to demonstrate.
Oh, I can't wait to see this. We will definitely get a tour and see it all come together, because like you have talked about, you really have a circular system happening there, and more people need to know about it. So I'm so glad you're doing that.
Me too. I mean, I've not seen it, so I'm super excited to see it myself.
Good. Is there anything else you wanted to share, Jonathan, before I let you go about your day?
No, just to hit home that final point for those watching this that are planning to be at WasteExpo. We look forward to seeing you and to showing you Mobile RISE. And if you can't make it out there, but you'd love to see it, we will be hitting the road, and obviously we have the flexibility and the capability to visit customers wherever they're located.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your time. I can't wait to see more of the Rehrig story and meet you in person in Vegas, Jonathan. Thank you.
Thanks very much for your time, Liz. Thank you.